Welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 27th of July for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, please check out beneath this video where you can tune in to the daily astrology and tarot video show, which is proving great fun, and you can grab your free daily written horoscope every single day. Or you can chat with me direct on Twitter at Horoscope Ace. This week begins with a passionate quarter moon in the sign of Scorpio, which is about desire. The sun is in the very warm-hearted and loving sign of Leo. So if there is any politics around a relationship, and it doesn't have to be purely a romantic tie, but if there's any possessiveness, control, jealousy, trust issues, maybe they do need to be looked at this week. Now also this week, Mars is in a square with Jupiter from Wednesday through to the end of the week. Now this is one of those influences which kind of makes it a little bit difficult for us to know our boundaries, because Mars is in its own sign of Aries, which is about initiating things, and Jupiter's in the part of the Zodiac which is very much to do with responsibilities and obligations. So if we do decide to do something in a bit more of a dash and try to inject extra energy and verve, we just need to be aware if it's appropriate for that particular situation. Also, towards the end of this week, the Sun is clashing with Uranus. This can make us impulsive, restless, particularly with our resources. Perhaps this could see us spend some money on something that suddenly we get the desire for. But equally, we may ask ourselves the question, should we splash out unless it's something that we absolutely essentially need in a more practical context? Also, this can be a time not to be too generous to someone we love just because we want to spoil them. Sometimes we have to remind people to take responsibility for their own affairs. Now, as this week draws to a close, a full moon in the sign of Aquarius is going to open up the next 7-day period. So it is important to be mindful of that square between Uranus and the Sun, because it is going to feature in next week's full moon. But it's the opposition between Mercury and Saturn which really catches my eye as the week draws to a close. And that could be a sort of sense of limitation. Maybe we're going to encounter someone who's not as sensitive to our situation, especially if we try to open up as we might like. So just watch out for someone who could be a bit cool, a bit snappy, or if we feel a bit more tense in ourselves. Your specific forecast, Aries, suggests that someone can be a bit clingy, a bit possessive, maybe a bit controlling, maybe a bit insecure or jealous, and it could all be around a relationship. But whilst all that may be going on, the big picture suggests that with Jupiter high in the sky, connecting with Mars in your sign and arcing across the heavens to Mercury, well, you're maybe thinking more about how you can take an initiative around pushing forward your position in order raising your profile, being a bit more go-getting, perhaps more target orientated. COVID has been such a sort of scramble for everybody, but this week's influences may want you to focus more on the prize. But it is true to say also that as the week draws to a close, Mercury does go into an opposition with Saturn, which is quite a toughie. That means that those responsibilities that you're actually trying to grapple with and improve with, there may be some kind of counterpoint that needs your attention around your emotional dimension. And with the Sun squaring with Uranus in the second half of this week, there's part of you that may want to sort of cut free a little bit, do what you want, particularly with resources. You may feel like splashing out on something really random just to have an escape from either that cloying emotional relationship stuff or the big picture which you're trying to make progress with. All this is building up to the full moon in Aquarius, which occurs on the first day of next week. And that's really about you balancing your creative outputs, your desires to find pleasure in your life, with how that fits together with the people that you're connecting with on a wider basis. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for having joined me. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace serious astrology, please check out my affordable range of astrology reports beneath this video. You can get 30% off on a 12-month forecast and a character analysis, or check out the testimonials for myself if you would like to have a one-to-one personal consultation. Thank you.